requirement we should have to change. Aram se customer will change without paying single rupee. Is there anything other? Fine. So today we should have to discuss about what are the software testing levels. What are the software testing methods? Boss, entire software testing is nothing but combination of verification and validation. Again, I have a question. Sir, what is mean by verification? See, verification comes under static testing. Which testing? And validation comes under dynamic testing. Which testing? It means combination of static and dynamic, that is called as software testing. Okay, fine. So what is the meaning of verification process? See, to develop the software, either we can use waterfall model, or else we can use V model, or else we can use agile methodology. Mostly which model we can follow? Agile. Am I right? I have a question. See, for the development of software, whether you have choosed correct methodology or not. For example, requirements are fixed. Only 3 requirements are there. Then which methodology can I follow? Waterfall model. But I am using agile methodology. So is the correct way to find or to choose the methodology? No. So look here, what is the meaning of verification? It is the process of developing project is right or wrong. So whichever software we are developing, that development of software, whether we are doing with correct methodology or not, that can be tested under what? Verification. Which verification? Again, I have a question. Who is responsible for verification here? Developers. Who is responsible? Developers. And who is responsible for validation? Test engineers. See, verification always comes under static testing. Which testing? Static testing. And validation comes under dynamic testing. Did you understand? Dynamic testing here. Quick and fast. Yeah, very good. So with your permission, can I write here what we have written in case of verification here? Verification what? What we have written, what we have discussed. How the software is. Very good. It means the process of developing project is right or wrong. That is called as verification, or it is also called as which testing? Static testing. Same way, second one, validation. What is mean by validation? We have discussed. Whether the developed software, whether the developed software is working fine. Is working fine. That we can test under what? Validation. What is that? So one is verification, second one is validation. Understanding me? So the process of validating developed application is right or wrong. That can be tested under validation. It is also called as dynamic testing. Which testing? Now, did you understand clearly? But we have discussed one question also during fish model. What is that? Difference between verification and, yeah, tell me what is the difference is there in between them? Quality. Quality next. Online team. Tell me something. At least do lip sync. I will understand. Oh, they are saying something. Anything. Ena bandho bali raja danavendro mahabala is called as validation. Vajina badhiya. See, it comes under quality assurance. It comes under quality control. It is also called as static testing. Am I right? It is also called as dynamic testing. Review process is there. Review is not there. It is done by developers. It is done by test engineers. Getting me? When you will study? When you will study? Tell me. Maybe you guys are thinking your batch has not started it. Am I right? It's not started, no batch. Still your demo sessions are going on. How many of you are thinking batch has not started? How many of you are thinking? Look, tell me, do you think your batch is started? Huh? Yes, madam. Is it started? Yes, started. When? So why you are not studying? Oh, maybe you are planning after completion of entire course, then you will start. No. कोर्स हो जाने के बाद स्टडी करने वाले हैं ना? कब करोगे? कब करोगे? जब हमारे पिताजी पेरेंट्स क्या बोलते थे? हाँ, इंटर फर्स्ट ईयर सेकेंड ईयर, इंटर यानी 11th स्टैंडर्ड एंड 12th स्टैंडर्ड. इट इज अ टर्निंग पॉइंट. सम पीपल्स आई थिंक दे हैव टोल्ड 10th is a turning point. So one turn has been done. 12th second turn has been done. BTech third turn has been done. After BTech also we don't have anything. Jobless buggers. Still we are roam overing in the Amirpet Bazaar. Again, see, till now, whatever the turning points are over, I'm telling you honestly, this is your turning point. Do you think through your BTech did you got job anywhere? Even you cannot get job in finance team also in the through BTech. You know finance? Financial banks are there, no? They'll give some money, 1 lakh, 2 lakh. Then they'll keep some peoples to collect the money. There also will not work. BCom graduate peoples or MBA graduate peoples they'll take. They'll hire. So this is the course. Through this course, you will get the job. Whatever you are learning, that you should have to mention in your resume. That skill sets helps you to get the job. And you are in the IT, not in the government sector. Once you got the job, aram se, oh, I'll teach there. For example, you are ZP teacher. You know ZP? Zilla Parishad. Teacher is there now. Primary teacher. So what is your duty till 30 years? You should have to teach 1 to 100. Am I right? A to Z. Samjhe? So it means what, boss? Here, you should have to update day by day. There is one rule of IT, you know, you should have to update, otherwise you will be outdated. Which dated? Outdated. Outdated in the sense? Hakal patti. They'll send you. Understanding me? See, again, I'm telling you, in IT, earning more is depends on learning more. If you know more skill of, for example, you know more skills, do you have like a more skill set, then you will get more money as compared to others. So earning more is depends on learning more. So don't you think, oh, don't take it as easy also. We'll see. After completion of course we'll do. Or else some people's mentality. We'll be having classes from Monday to Saturday, no? So I will like study on Sunday. I know that when you will get up on Sunday. Okay. So don't do like that. Do study. Whatever I'm teaching today, no, finish it. Then only take the dinner. Understanding me? Make your mindset in that way only. How much money you are spending here, you know? How much money? For PG, maybe you are spending like 6 to 7,000. For course, 6 or 12,000. You are spending per day 200 rupees here. How much? That is equivalent to, see, with 200 rupee, aram se we can watch the movie of 3 hours in PVR. Am I right or wrong? So why your concentration is not here then as your movie? How you will think there in movie theater? How you will think? All the boys, you will think yourself as a heroes. You guys as a heroines. And your full of concentration is there only. If you got any call, you will not lift. I know that. Change your mindset, appa. Okay, no issue. Is it done? Okay, good. I told you 1,000 times it is important question difference between verification and validation. After saying also if you guys are not doing means the meaning is you are not interested at all. I am teaching for those students who don't have even 1% interest in this course. Am I right? Right or wrong? Okay, good. Now next. Now look here. By looking towards this diagram, we come to know what are the different types are there, what are the different methods are there. See guys, look here, first understand. See, software testing is divided into mainly two types. One is, second one is good. Sir, what is the meaning of static testing, sir? Static testing is nothing but it is a simply combination of reviews and walkthroughs. Forget about walkthroughs. It is a simply review process. Again, what is meaning of review? Review in the sense what? For example, I am the trainer here. How the class is going on to check all these things. Someone is there, no. Some admins are there, no. So what they are doing here? They are doing reviewing. They are reviewing your process. They are doing review process. So review in the sense examining the project related work. What is that? Examining project related work. Okay. They'll see whether the work is going or not as per the requirement. So that process examining the project related work is called as what? Review. How many reviews are there? How many reviews are there? See, managerial review is there, technical review is there, code review is there, formal review is there, informal review is there. Understanding me? Then again I am telling you, for this static testing boss, only development team is responsible. Who is responsible? But for dynamic testing, who is responsible? Testing team. But for this white box testing, we will be having development team. So white box testing is again done by whom? Developers. Then sir, tester, which kind of testing they will do then? See, tester will do only two testings. One is system testing. Second one is UAT. Under system, we have functional and non-functional. That we'll discuss later. Don't worry. See, so under dynamic testing, how many testings are there? 4. Unit testing, integration, system, user acceptance. Okay, unit and integration. This will comes under white box testing. Which testing? Very good. System and UAT, it will comes under white box testing is done by whom? Then black box testing is done by whom? Very good. Then sir, what is this gray box testing then? What is the meaning of gray box testing? Can anyone? No, the person. Good, very good. Who is having knowledge about both? Knowledge about both development and why these persons are needed in the team? Tell me. What is the need of this gray box testing? Already developers are there. Already testers are there. Again, what we are taking this half knowledge person, half development, half testing. Okay, let us draw this diagram. I'll tell you. Let us draw this. See, draw the diagram on landscape page, landscape mode, horizontally. Madhusmita Sahu, you can take previous class recordings. Okay. I'll share you with like one number with you. Call them and take the recordings. Smita. Yes, copied. Now see, we'll discuss in detail what is gray box testing. See, gray box testing means, for example, is it done or not? Still writing. Do copy paste. Okay, look here. Can I remove this? Is it done, Rajkumar? Okay. See, look here, everyone. For example, there is one software. As we know that if you want to create one software, we have development team as well as good. Which team? Sir, how many peoples are there in development team, sir? Okay, so they have 6 members and 2:1 ratio. 2 developers, 1 test engineer. 6 means how many testers are there? 3 testers. Good. Suddenly, what happens? See, I'm talking about one team. So for this team, one GPT is there. One, he's having more experience as compared to these developers and testers, but he is having experience of development as well as QA, means testing. See, we will be having deployment. See, our timing is 15 September. So on 15 September, we should have to deploy the project. We should have to deploy the project. But on 12 September, suddenly one test engineer is having marriage. This one. So in the absence of this first test engineer, who will work here? Ah, good. So here he will come, he will work. Suddenly, or else, there is a marriage of this first developer. Then what happens? Who will work in the absence of this developer? Now, did you understand what is the purpose of the gray box tester? Good. Now see, look here. Next, we'll discuss one by one what is meant by static testing. See, static testing is done Static testing is carried out by review process. Okay. Don't walkthroughs cannot done in a real time. Review in the sense what? See, examining project related work is called as review, whether the work is going or not properly. How many types of reviews are there? First one is management review or managerial review. What is the purpose of this review? Tell me. This review will be conducted by high level management team. So which persons are there in this review? Business analyst, project manager, to monitor project status of the project, to check status of the project. They'll do which review? Management review. Then technical review in the sense what? Here technical peoples are there. Technical team in the sense what? Developers as well as test engineers. Then code review in the sense what? Only developers or programmers they will do. Formal review. Formal means by following the systematic procedures and documentation. See, if review is done by following systematic procedures and proper documentations on the basis of SRS, for example, following BRS. But same way, don't write this in inspection and audit. Don't get confusion also. Informal review means what? Yeah, formal review means by following systematic procedure and proper documentations. Informal means without following any documentation. See, without following any procedures and documentations. That is called as informal review. So at the beginning of the project, this review process can be done. This review process can be done. Did you understand? Yes. So copy this. Don't write these lines. Sugi. Which one? Here only. Review only. Review is there. Right? Put the heading static testing and review. You should have to write, Harita Reddy. Daily notes, you should have to write in the class. Or else, if you are online team, take the screenshots. After the class, you can write. Prepare your own notes. Don't depend on the PDFs. Don't pen. Anyone is having pen? Double pen? Devai. Yeah, done. So in this review process, have you see, is it not done? Here, tester is not involved in this particular review process. Why? Because it comes under static testing. Who is responsible for static testing? Development team and higher team members, high authority team. But coming to dynamic testing, there will be having test engineer. Okay. So finish it fast. Is it done? Okay, good. Now see, observe here carefully. Then this is the right time to discuss about dynamic testing. If someone asks you what is the objective, why we are doing static testing, then what you should have to tell. What is the objective of doing static testing? They might ask question like this. What is the objective of doing static testing? Tell me what is the objective? Uh-huh. To find the defects in what? Functionality? No. Requirements. To find the defects in what? Design process. To identify the deviations in the processes. Like all the processes are doing like working fine or not. Next, to provide the valuable suggestions to improve the process. Okay. See, to detect defects from requirements, plan, design, coding, we should have to do which testing? Copy this. Deviations in the sense, is there any difference? Expected process, for example, actual process. Process means you can take it as a methodology or what we can say model. Okay. So fixed requirements are there. So which model we can follow? Waterfall model. Which process? Waterfall model. See, so instead of following waterfall, if we are following agile, then what happens? There is the deviation between the process. What we should have to use? Waterfall. But what we are using? Agile. So these things can be tested under. Yeah. Done. I hope it is done. Am I right? Now look here. Sir, what is dynamic testing? Look here. Dynamic testing in the sense what? See, dynamic testing can be done under three methods. So what are that three methods? Ah, look here. So first one is what? White box testing. Look here, everyone. White box testing means it is called as WBT. What is that? See, under white box testing, we have two testings. One is unit testing and second one is integration testing. I'll tell you what is meant by unit and what is meant by integration. Don't worry. Okay. Next, black box testing. What is the meaning of black box testing? Under black box testing, we have two testings. One is system. Second one is user acceptance testing. UAT means user acceptance testing. Black box is called as BBT. White box is called as WBT. Gray box is called as GBT. You know what is meant by gray box? Person is having knowledge of both development and testing. Copy this. And see, when we will start the white box testing, then after completion of coding, before going, see, before the build is going to be QA team, then what we will do? We will test, we will check the source code of the program. What we can check? To ensure the 100% code coverage, or whether code is working fine or not. That is called as white box testing. Again, it is collectively, as I told you, unit as well as integration. Who is responsible for this one? Where? Very good, developers. Who is responsible for black box testing? Testers. So let us write it, finish it. What is integration testing? Everything we'll discuss in detail. Do you know what is the meaning of integration? Don't know. What is the integration of x square? 2x. Imagine 2x is the derivative. Integration is nothing but x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So x, what is value of c? X raised to n means 2. 2 plus 1, how much it is? 3 divided by n plus 1, how much it is? 3. How you passed your enter? Done? Okay, fine. So can I remove this? Hello. Okay, good. Still writing, huh? Liko fast. Wow. Done. Online team, is it done? Yeah. White box testing is the testing which is done by the development team, under which developers will do two types of testings. One is unit, second one is integration. Now this is the right time to discuss about what is meant by unit testing. See, everyone look here. Ah, here is the space. So we'll utilize. See, first I am talking about unit testing. Which testing? It is also called as code level testing. What is this? It is also called as transparent testing. What is that? Understanding me? So how many names are there? Good. But it is done by whom? Pakka. Good. For example, I have a software. Which software? Tell me anything. Any software. Ah. Hmm? Check-ins. So I am writing here PhonePe. Tell me different modules in PhonePe. First login, then balance inquiry, good. Then banks, then transactions, good. Then UPI ID, okay. Then history also there. Am I right? Payments also there. But finally, what is there? To develop each and every feature, or you can say model, who will write the code? Here also, here also, here also, here also, here also. Now see. This code, once it is written, you know that. Then they'll combine. The final code is called as which code? See, once the coding is done, developer will check the code line by line. How he will check? Line by line, whether the code is correct or not. Okay. So each and every line, who will check again? Developer. Sir, which tool they will use to check this particular programs, small piece of codes? See, they'll write another one small piece of code to check this particular source code. To check this big code, they'll write a small code. That small code is called as UTP, Unit Testing Program. What is that? What is that? Okay, fine. Again, unit testing program. Okay, sir, they are writing. How they will write? They'll use the tool called as testng. Which tool? Testng. Ng means Naga Chaitanya. Next generation. What is that? To test next generation. The meaning of ng is to test next generation. So what is meant by unit testing then? Unit testing means code level testing, or the developer will test the code line by line by writing unit testing program with the help of which tool? Testng tool. With the help of testng tool. So first look here, I'll show you the definition. See, what is unit testing? It is the small testable part in the source code of application. Each and every part of code is working fine or not. Is called as module testing or component testing or unit testing. As unit is a single component or module of software. So conducting testing on single component of module software is called as unit testing. It means whether all the loops are covered properly or not. Loops means, for example, for loop is there. For for loop, we should have to use curly brace, open curly brace. We should have to close also. So they are closed properly or not. Whether all the paths are covered properly or not. Understanding? They will check both inputs and inputs in the sense invalid and valid. Okay. So these things we can test. It means simply the process of checking the code of software. The process of checking the code of software is called as what? Unit testing. Who will do this? Which team? Developers. How they will check? By writing unit testing program. Which tool they will use? Any problem? So don't write these definition. If you write this, you will not understand anything. Okay. They made it as very complex, too much complex. So can I write? Look here. Help me out how to write. Help me out how to write. On the process of checking the software's source code line by line by writing small piece of code. That is what? అంటే ఓకే యూనిట్ టెస్టింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ కాదు గుంపలో గోయిందా నాకు కినపడతాయి అన్ని సి యూనిట్ టెస్టింగ్ program. Did you understand? So line by line using which tool ma? Test ng means what? To test next generation is called as what we called it as which testing? Which testing? It is done by whom? Any problem? Any issues? Copy this. Okay, fine. So unit testing is always done by whom? Development team. So what they will check under this unit testing means they'll check all the loops are correctly closed or not. Every opening loop should have to be closed. Okay, fine. No need to write all the things. Now this is the right time to discuss about next type that is called as integration testing. What is that? Tell me what is the meaning of integration testing? Yes, what is the meaning of integration testing? Yes, I'll tell you. What is meaning of integration? Tell me. Communication. Combination. Okay, again. Anything? जोड़ना. Good. और वो 12वीं मैथ्स में चले गए आप. Combination of only two models. हाँ Online team, I'm not getting any response from you. Increasing. Combining. Okay, good. See, integration in the sense, what we will do, simply we will connect the modules. For example, we have some modules here. One is login, then home page, then payment page, for example, then something logout page. How many modules are there? How many modules are there? See, look here, everyone. This is login. This is home page. This is payment. And this is what we will do. We will connect all the modules. Okay. Once we have connected all these modules, then we'll create one integrated module. What is that? What is that? Means what? Tell me. Integrated module means what? Huh. When we can say the modules are integrated? Huh? When we can say modules are connected? Okay. Connected is correct answer. Good. When we can say modules are connected? If this arrow is there, then we can say. If the modules are dependent. If modules are dependent. Again, I have a question. When we can say modules are dependent? When we can say modules are dependent? How we come to know the modules are dependent? If the action is in. If another action. Again, when they work correctly. Okay, look here. See, I'll tell you one example, then you will understand clearly. See, I have two modules. One is module A. Second one is module B. Module A is called as source module. What is that? So can I write here like this? What is this? Second one is module B. So this module B is called as destination module. What is that? But these two modules are dependent. These two modules are. But my question is, when we can say these modules are dependent? When we can say the modules are dependent? See, here it is tan. It is fan. What is this? Which fan? Usha fan. Fan in the sense from account number. What is this? From account number. Second module is tan. Good. To account number. I want to send some money. See here, from account number, dabba. To account number, dabba. Actual amount, dabba. Submit button. Should have to click. Okay. See, from account number. Which account number? from which account number we are sending the money. Tell me from which account number we are sending the money. Write that account number 6220506030, whatever it may be. To which account I am sending? 506070809001. Okay. Then amount. How much amount? 50K. Okay. The moment if I click on this submit button, then what happens? Zui, this money will goes to account number. Understanding me? And that money will store in B account. Which account? Which account it is? Which account it is? Money is going means what is going here? Money is going means what is going? If I send money through phone pay, so money will go. What will go? Data. See, money is going in the sense data is flowing. What is that? So can I write here? Data is flowing. If data is flowing in between two modules, if data is flowing in between two modules, then it is called as what? What we call it as? Integrated modules are dependent. See, for dependent modules only integration testing will be done. Understanding? Yes. Okay, good. No issue. So is it done, ma? Fine. So when we can say modules are dependent, then if the data is flowing. Fine. Copy this. Yes, is it done? So when we can say the modules are dependent, then if the data is flowing in between that modules. Okay, fine. So can we do the integration testing for independent modules? No. If the modules are dependent, then only we can do integration testing. Which testing? Which testing? Okay. Now I have a question. Modules are dependent when we can say whether the data is flowing or not. So there is not only one point. We should have to understand another point also. Okay, data is flowing, but data is not getting stored in destination module. Anyhow, here data is going from FAN to TAN, from A module to B module, source to destination. But it is not getting stored in B module. It is going to somewhere other module, C module. For example, here I have another one module, C there. So now tell me, can I do integration testing for AB modules? మీకు అర్థం అవుతుందా? समझे? नहीं समझे. Okay. Will not get it. Look here. See guys, everyone, I have another one module. I'll attach here. Third module, C. Understanding? I have a question. I have a question. Data is flowing from A to B. Data is flowing from and it is going to C module. But see, here it is going from A to B. It is not getting stored in B. It is going to C. Whatever we are sending 50,000, no, they are coming Z, they are going to here and they are getting stored here. Now I have a question. Can I do integration testing in between A and B? Can I say A and B are dependent modules? Pakka, Pakka, online team. Can I say module A and B are dependent here? No. See, if you want to say the modules are dependent, there are two points. Like one is, see 2 point. One is data must flow in between them. What is that? Point number 2. Data must store in understanding me. Understanding me. Yes. It means here data is flowing in between A and B, but data is not getting stored in B. It means it is not obeying 2 points. It is obeying only 1 point. Which one? First point. Flowing data. But in case of A and C, data is flowing from A to C and data is getting stored into. It means we can do the integration testing for A and it means they are dependent. They are. Did you understand clearly? Did you understand clearly? Yes. It means what is our final conclusion? Final conclusion is we can do integration testing only for dependent modules. But interviewer may ask you when we can say the modules are dependent, boss. Then what should be your answer? Yes, data must flow in between two modules and data must stored in destination module. Understanding me? Okay. Did you understand? Pakka. Okay. So can I write here then? So copy this. When we can say modules are dependent, write the question. When we can say modules are dependent. Wait, Jyoti, I'll tell you everything. First, understand what are the dependent modules. Then we will understand what is integration testing. Because integration testing we can do only for dependent modules. Whenever modules are dependent, then only we can do. So first write dependent means what? Then we'll discuss now what is meant by integration. Is it done? Is it done? Now put the heading integration testing. See, what is that? Integration testing. See, once the modules are integrated, see, once unit testing is completed, developer will integrate all the modules, all the source codes. Okay. Then we can do integration testing. Means what, sir? Integration testing means what? It is the testing which is done only for dependent modules. Which modules? Understanding? Dependent modules. Okay, fine. So now see, copy this. Done. See, integration testing is having again two types. Sir, what are the types of integration testings? Look here, everyone. Have you written this line? Have you written this line? Okay, good. Now see. Look here, everyone. First thing, see, everyone. First one is, first type is IIT. Second one is NIT. Yeah? NIT. You know what is IIT? Indian Institute of Kharagpur. Can I write? Integrated or incremental integration testing. Then what is meant by NIT? It's not NIT, NIIT. Adi. Simply write non, everything is same. Non-incremental integration testing. Okay. Sir, what is this incremental integration testing? We'll be having lot of approaches here. Top-down approach, bottom-up approach, sandwich approach. Okay. That we'll discuss in next class in detail. So let us write types of IT. Done. Okay, so we will wind up for the day, and tomorrow we'll discuss what is meant by what are the different types like incremental integration and non-incremental integration. Do you have any questions, online team? तुला सारा जगाचा विठू सावळा. Okay, thank you.